All right. Today is a friend of mine's birthday named Dan Myers, and I'm going to make some food that I know for a fact he would absolutely love. Happy birthday, Dan. So we're going to make mashed potato balls today. It's one of my favorites. It's leftover mashed potatoes. You dry it out a little bit if you can. We're going to come up with some ideas of how to make your mashed potatoes a little more dry. Flour, milk, and eggs mixed together, called an egg wash, and then a little seasoned Italian breadcrumbs, and we'll fry them up. Okay, I think at this point we're ready to start. So here's what I have here. This is yesterday's mashed potatoes. We put ours in a bag. Makes the cleanup easier. Okay, so not a crazy huge amount of mashed potatoes. This is probably maybe 1, 2, 2.5 servings, okay? A little bit of flour, a little bit of egg, and this is seasoned Italian breadcrumbs. Now ours has a little bit of Parmesan in it because Kathy made it, and a little bit of salt, pepper, and onion powder, which, hey, the more the flavor on this, the best. So I'm gonna take that same, it's a teaspoon of pepper, a teaspoon of garlic powder, a teaspoon of onion powder. We're gonna throw it in with our flour, okay? And we're gonna do this with it nice and easy. Okay, so with your potatoes, these ones are not wet, but I wouldn't say they were dry either. So we need them to stick together and stay together. Now, potato cakes, you can do this for them if yours come out and fall apart a little bit. I have a little bit of cornstarch here. It's totally fine, and that'll take some of the moisture out and get it to stick together. Or really and truly, an egg. Do that, toss it in here, and then it may seem wet right now, but when it cooks, that egg will cook and hold it all together. It's called a binder. All right, but the easiest one, obviously cornstarch. So good there. Let's throw a little bit of that in there for guarantee. Now, make a ball out of your potato, like so. Now, some people, honest to God, like to put a little divot in there, put a little cheese or sausage or something on the inside for a surprise. Okay, we've got our flour, which will dry up the outside. It'll start to give us a crust, a little bit of egg. And this is no different than making a whole bunch of just different breaded stuff. So if you have a specific way that you prefer them, now this may look a little delicate to you, they're fairly sturdy. Now in a restaurant we would make a bunch of these and then we would actually set them aside and let them cool completely, which would harden them a little bit more. Today we're going to go straight into the oil, and yes, you can laugh at me if something goes wrong. Well, unless I burn myself, then I suppose it's probably not funny. Okay, so you got the idea. I'm going to make a few more here, but I won't bore you. What we're going to do is make sure that our oil is hot. That shows you it's hot. There's no smoke coming off of it, so it's not smoking hot. That's it. Don't play with these. It's been about 30 seconds. Turn them over. Gently. I'm going to the bottom and I'm just rolling them over. I think what ends up happening is you hit them a little too much and they're already, it's just mashed potatoes, so they begin to fall apart. Now if they start to fall apart as soon as you put them in there, it means there's too much moisture generally, or not enough breading to hold them together. So if that's the case, get them out of there and then let's add some cornstarch or egg or something at the other time, okay? These on paper so they'll drain off a little bit. These do not feel greasy whatsoever, but you fried them in oil, so they are going to be. So I'm moving them now over to the other side, then I'm going to get ready to plate them, okay? Now we are just using what is called a kind of a flavorful mayonnaise in our line of work. So a little garlic powder. I don't know if this one had red pepper or chipotle. I just pulled the thing out. Now look, we just dropped that right in the middle. Ready to serve, and they are absolutely awesome. Inside looks like. Let's give this a try. God, that's fabulous. Wow.